So there we go. Yes, we're serious. Final boss is leveling up in the dab, man. There we go. Was Missy B there? No. You always complain. No. You always complain. Oh, you got no energy. You got no, yeah, And then we're on here, and it's like all you've been doing is it's like you're like killing it. You're like, it sucked. Why'd you send out tweets? Why'd you stream? It's like Jesus.
I've asked
like
you 5 times for something that hasn't been talked about. Again, you were at the event, were you not?
Yeah, but how do I know what's not been talked about? I'm not following all these people. I was there. I don't know what was talked about or what wasn't. I can only share my experience.
Well, you get to expand on the tweets, the complimentary tweets that you sent out. Why was this person great, or why did you like meeting this person?
I was saying that earlier, and then you just shit all over it. So I was like, oh, why bother? Why bother? Tommy Jordan for $2. Favorite show of the event, favorite costume, top 5 good eggs. I have those written down, Tommy, but I was waiting for him to get into something.
Why are you waiting on me? You are the showrunner.
Yeah,
Answer Mr. Jordan's questions.
I get it, but I just JG 4569 puts it best. Panhandler is such a dumbass. All he ever does is moan and groan like my old lady.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get you out of out of this. Big W.
Stuck it to you. Good job, W.
Stop logging Pan, Buckman. There we go. All right. I could bore people. I could bore them myself. I mean, I wouldn't have to take up your time.
What do you want me to do? Cartwheels and shoot sparks out my ass? Go back to Tommy's questions. What was your favorite show? What was your favorite costume?
Working for free with stars in your eyes for another man who has millions is beyond pathetic. In your eyes for another man who has millions.
I've said more about Hackamania than you have this whole fucking time.
What do you call it? Brock, you're 100% correct that he refuses to stream with you. So
good. That's the best news I've had in a long time.
He said, "I'm not giving." He's like, he's not giving Panhandler any heat.
I'll get off.
He doesn't want you getting content from him. And
Tommy can come on. I'll get off. That's fine.
I'm kidding. Oh. Jesus, he likes you. I have no idea why.
Well, that makes one of us.
But Tommy, you should definitely pop on. And a bunch of other people have the link, but the thing is too is they were other streamers, and I'm like, I knew that they weren't going to come on because they want to do their Hackamania shows. So,
but you're not doing a Hackamania show. That's the amazing thing. That's what makes you Schmuel.
You don't feel like you're interested in listening to it.
I've never wanted to punch you so badly in my life.
Dave, where are you, David?
Boss, at least you lowered it. Thank you for that, at least. A couple things here. One, you said I've shit on the event. I have not. I've told you what I've read and seen. That's it. And you, for the 18th time, you were there. Tell us something about it.
Well, you said you read stuff, and then I had to pull it out of you that it was the Jim and Sam thing, or Jim and them thing. And then you talked about, I think we did the comedy show. The comedy show was not the greatest comedy show I've ever seen. Frankly, I like Vinny Paulino. He's great. He's a great host and opener, whatever. Puppet show. And it was fucking hilarious from start to finish. It was really well.
Best reviews.
And it was the closer, so it's like, it was a surprise. It was a surprise that it was so good, and because his stuff in the past hasn't been great.
Yeah, sure. Last year was hot garbage.
And so it was cool, and it was funny because it was like there were a lot of shows. don't say a lot, but there are definitely shows where there are a significant number of people hanging outside the room, like smoking cigarettes and drinking and, you know, just chit-chatting. And they have an audience and stuff. But Tuki's show was the one show that people were like, no, I need to be inside for. I need to be inside for. And they definitely got their money's worth.
Out of the Dabbleverse shows. Without Chad, there'd be a lot less to talk about.
Tell me some what content has Chad provided lately?
I mean, I don't know about lately, but the Turkey Gate, the girlfriend, the going to Merch's house, the Gino N-word bomb drop. I mean, those were 4 pretty big things that a lot of shows talked about for at least a week. And that's been since Thanksgiving. So the battle with Lady KB, that's been going on for months. That's been a topic. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's good what he's doing. I'm saying a lot of the shit he does, a lot of the shows talk about.
K Murph, low-cal content like Merch. I agree. Not that it's low-cal content like Merch, but that it's low-cal content. Liam Yacanini is the only guy besides Tom that I've heard unironically say he wants his stream to be at the quality of Chad's one day. I have not heard Liam say that, but I do know that Liam thinks that he's a fantastic streamer. You know, and we should be lucky to have him. And I know when he goes on Clown Town, it's always like he's doing them a favor. So, whatever. So there's that.
Have you ever had Liam on your show?
Yeah. And once, but he doesn't like me, and
neither do I. I'm here.
He refused to. He refused to come back on, and he thinks I have an attitude problem.
You do.
I do. Obviously I do. Apparently I wasn't giving him the due respect that he deserved. And we grew up in the same area, and so I knew a lot of the places that he went to and whatnot, and was talking about that. But you know, Liam's smarter than everyone, so he needs to let you know that.
There's a lot of that in the universe, a lot of the smartest guy in the room type deals.
Yeah. Not even me. Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. I'm not even remotely exaggerating. Josh, you're talking about the fucking, you don't tip on your bill minus the $25. That's embarrassing. So
I have no idea what you're talking about. Call the person out who did it. So
basically, Cookie and I were there. We had about a $50 bill, right? I had a $25 food credit. So my bill was actually $25, but we tipped at $50.
Right.
And these people from Hackamania, who I don't know, who were at the next table, did the same thing, but left the tip on $25.
Okay, well, that would have been more interesting if you would have called.
And I felt like I threw the waitress an extra $5 because I was like, you know, you're sitting there with your fucking Hackamania lanyard on, you know, don't make us look bad.
Yeah,
so
that's what's going to make everybody look bad.
I know.
Not Granny smelling like a fucking barn, walking around with no shoes.
Granny, dude, I mean, I could. So tomorrow, I imagine that there's going to be some Granny talk on Husey. So I don't know.
Hold on, stop. So you're going to save the Granny talk for Husey's show, not your own?
No.
You're about to set up here?
No, I mean, I thought about doing it, but then I'm just, instead of, I won't share as fact as much as I will share opinion. My personal opinion is, I understand now why he lives in a fucking shed. So there we go. Buck, you send food back and give tipping advice. Stupid podcast for $2. Yep, I'm a man, an adult man. That's what we do. So, just a shed is too good for this guy. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. He shows up at Hackamania, and he looks like a homeless person, like not a bit about like you. All I'm thinking is if I lived in a shed without a shower and a bathroom, and I went to stay in a hotel, I'd shower at least 4 times before I came. I'd be in that shower so much, just getting clean and everything else. This guy looks like he's allergic to a fucking shower.
Yeah, I got
And
a DM from somebody because I thought it was a bit, and we ended up talking about Granny. I was like, "Were you guys just breaking his balls?" And this guy's like, "No, he really did smell like terribly. Like it wasn't like I thought. Maybe you guys were just. It was just like the running bit or whatever joke." And this guy was like, "No, he like even. I think he said, kind of paraphrasing here, after he left, you could still smell him 15 minutes later."
he was in
Like the area that he was with, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I have to ask permission for something. Final boss, take a look in the private chat.
Kill you. We're an
Why?
hour and a half in. I've been asking you to say something interesting the entire time, and now you're finally getting into it. This is what you could have opened with.
Right, I know, but we're building up. We want to involve the chatters. It's a conversation. We're involving all of our people, right? We've got 82 people watching. It's like we get into it, right? Jesus Christ. So, well, I had to deal with you for the first fucking hour and a half. So, where was I? Anyway, it really felt like my overall attitude was somebody paid for Granny to go, right? Like we know that, but
Chandler.
So they paid for the flight, they paid for the hotel, and he had no money once he got there, like nothing. And he kept asking people to buy him a beer. He even asked Husey to buy him a beer.
He did not.
He did, man. And so I'm standing there talking with Husey, and Granny, he kind of walks up a little bit of distance away, and he's like, Granny kind of, Husey shot him a look, and then Granny's like, hey, buy me a beer. And fucking Husey is, I'll buy you a beer when you buy your kid a birthday present. And Granny was like, right now? Yeah, right now. And Granny walked away. Hold on a second. Panhandler equals eccentric for $2. Helix driver number 1.
It's one way of saying asshole. I appreciate you being nice about it, Helix. Thank you.
Yeah. What's the other word?
Good. Let's go.
Yeah, so, but Granny had he was going to kick my ass, right? When he got there, he was going to kick this guy's ass. He was going to kick this guy. He was going to do all this shit. And he got there, and it was like, oh, hi, Schmuel. And fucking eyes always down. And he had on Jesus, I think it was a Mexican beer hat. And I have not ever seen a filthier hat on a human being. I mean, homeless guys on 7th Avenue have better clothing than this guy. And and he's got that really beat alcoholic look, like he's super skinny, like they just don't look healthy. And he's got a tan because I guess he's in the Florida sun, but didn't get a haircut, didn't shave, didn't shower, same clothes all the time. It's just gross.
He also fucked a man, so.
Well, yeah, we'll get there, but
I believe.
There is video. There is video. So Don JRX, let me use to fuck that. This is like one of those things where it's really hard. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of lay off, because I feel I like Lemmy, and I feel like, if I'm insulting him, I'm insulting her or whatever. But we all fucking make mistakes, and there you go. But at least in the time since they've been apart, the two of their lives have gone on different trajectories. So, but in any event, I just was like, I don't know what the fuck this guy was there for. I think he thought he was going to come and all these people were going to hang out with him and whatnot. And dude, it was like he had a force field around him. Every time I saw him, he was alone. And whenever he approached people, people were like, he tried to hand Penny something, and she was like, "I'm not touching that," you know. But this is what, like, Mr. Big Shot, you know, like when you listen to him stream, it's like, oh, he's the big shot, and he's like, you know, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, and I did this, and it's hard to believe that any of it's true. But I'm asking you the wider question. As a community, should the community be encouraging it or not? That's the wider question. And step 2, it's a values-based judgment for each person. 100%. Trying to find out what fucking Panhandler's values-based judgment is.
Should it? Probably not. But again, I'm not that invested in it. You're asking a question. This is classic Buckman. You're gonna keep asking the same questions with different variations until you get the answer you want. Should we encourage these people to be the worst version of themselves? No, but I don't care. I mean, that's the answer. No, we shouldn't, but we do, and we're here, so we're all wrong and we're all bad. Is that what you want to hear? I mean, I agree. No, these idiots should not be on stream. They should try and get their life together. But that's not going to happen. And it's certainly not going to happen because Panhandler said it should happen. Right,
but that's you're saying what the idiot should do. I'm asking you, what do the other people do? Is sending them super chats okay? Is it not okay? Do you think it's more dangerous than it's helpful? Any of that stuff.
Maybe it is helpful if they don't have a lot of money, so they can go buy more booze. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a serious source of income for them. So they need their $40-$50 a night or whatever Granny makes a night. Maybe he counts on that money to survive, whatever his view of surviving is, or whatever his basic level of survival is.
Nice podcast, Stupid Lie for $2. Not doing a good job of dispelling rumor HM3 was a dud. Well, I don't think you should be the person to talk about duds. But there you go, bud. Thank you for your $2. Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think? Since you asked,
obviously, I don't think it's. I've asked this question a lot because I don't think it's a great idea.
And what would your solution to this be? To stop supporting these people?
I would stop supporting. I would.
Okay.
This is a classic individualism versus collective argument.
Sir. Yes. And Schmuel knows that I'm an individualist just by my politics alone. That I don't believe in any sort of welfare or welfare state or security net.
Or responsibility for your fellow man?
No. I've done my bid for God and country.
Okay. If you say so. No, I
say this all the time. I'm on the only team that matters. Mine. That's it.
It's not the way civilizations are built, but, all right.
I didn't say you had to agree with it or you had to subscribe to my approach to life.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Your clipping of my show sucks dick.
Without Dave, I wouldn't be here.
Well, now we know who to blame.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can thank the ultimate life form by using the super tip link in the description. Do it or don't.
Final Boss. That's right, Final Boss. I love Final Boss.
I'm doing fine. How are you?